gotten told that you're going to go through many experiences. You can have bad experiences, you can have good experiences, and you can just have some pretty great experiences. But I know my mom's always told me, even though you've had those experiences, you're going to be a different person. That's why I disagree with this quote. The trouble with the rat race is that even if you win, you are still a rat, by Thomas. I disagree with this quote because, first, every time you have an experience, you learn from it. You never ever say, oh, I didn't learn anything from it. One example I have is when I was in high school, me and my friend were pretty competitive. We would always fight, oh, who's better at it. So we would always be competing with grades, we would always be competing with sports. And something we really got into was playing soccer, to be the best soccer player. We were both captains, so we're just like, oh, I'm going to be a better captain than you. So one time, we had the chance to actually lead the team. And we had to say, like, we were split into two teams. Her team and my team. Of course, my team I got like the teams that were beginners. So my team always ended up losing. But what I learned, I wasn't the same person. I was still going forward. I was still determined to win. I was still determined to help them out. But I learned from them. I learned that even though we didn't win, we still have determination to actually become better. So I became a better soccer player because I lost. Something else I learned is another example was going to school. Everyone says going to school is a competition no matter what. You'll never end up going to school and not learning something. Every day you step in a class, you're going to learn something new no matter what, unless sleeping. You're not going to learn anything like that. But every single day you step in a classroom, you learn something. And especially when you're going through a career, no matter what, the career you're going to is always a competition. And at the end of this whole entire race, how they say it, of going to school, you're gonna end up being something. You're never gonna end up being that person that started it. So that's the career you end up with. You could be a doctor. You're gonna be a doctor with experience, with knowledge, and with something you can cherish your whole entire life, as well as a teacher. You can change lives and everything, but from day one, the day you end, and going back to day one, you can actually say, I'm not the same person, I'm a better person, and I'm different. That's the reason I disagree with this book.
Well, you struggled a little bit in the introduction, but once you got going, you were fine. And in fact, that was the only place I saw anything that would be indicative of any anxiety. Your thesis statement, you should tell us what it is. The connection to the topic is a little abstract, but at least we know where you're going. You do need to preview the contents more. It really feels a little bit like you've got a couple of good ideas that are coming to you, and you share with them well when you get to each of those points, but it's not laid out for us like you knew that that's what you were going to be talking about. I did like the details that you provided on a couple of the points, especially the one with the soccer story. I thought that worked pretty well. We can hear you, and there's okay variety in your voice. I think some additional inflection would be a good idea. Same thing with the pacing. The transitions could be a little bit more effective if your pacing was a bit different. Your facial expressions, there's nothing wrong with them. You don't look anxious or nervous, but they do seem a little bit disengaged, and I think you probably want to be a little more focused on the audience. Same thing with the eye contact. You do okay on those kinds of things. I know you're not looking down substantially, but I don't ever feel like you are really talking to people, more sort of like you're talking at people. In the first part of the speech on your body movement, you seemed a little locked into the one spot, and whenever there was movement, it was really more hip swinging than anything else, kind of side to side and anxious there. During the course of the speech, you seemed to loosen up a little bit and be willing to take a step or two, and then I think it looked a lot more natural. And I thought the end of the speech, again, you did an okay job showing us that the speech was done and making your point pretty clear at that point. All right, thank you. Stop, reset, there we go.